I'm tuning into your energy right now, and what I'm feeling is strong. There's something shifting around you. It doesn't feel random. It feels like something is building quietly behind the scenes. You might not have the full picture yet, but your spirit does. And that's why you've been feeling different lately. There's this high intensity in your energy. Some of you felt it suddenly, almost overnight. One day you felt tired, unmotivated, maybe even emotionally heavy, and then something switched. You woke up with a new kind of awareness, a new desire to take care of yourself, a new urge to change something. That wasn't by accident. It feels like you're being prepared to cross paths with someone important. Not just anyone, someone significant to your journey. And when this meeting happens, it won't feel forced. It will feel aligned. The timing will make sense. The interaction will flow. You'll look back and realize all the small shifts you were going through were actually leading you to that moment. I'm strongly picking up that you've been guided to focus on yourself lately. Maybe you're paying more attention to your appearance. Maybe you feel called to switch up your style, your hair, your routine. Some of you are focusing more on your health. You might be eating better, moving your body more, taking your skincare seriously, cleaning your space, reorganizing your environment. It's like you suddenly care again. And you don't fully know why, you just feel it. That feeling is preparation. You are very sensitive to your environment. The people around you, what you watch, what you consume mentally and physically, it all affects you deeply. When you're stressed or hurt, it shows. When you're drained, it shows. And when you're aligned, it shows too. You're the type of person who physically carries your emotional state. That's why this shift matters so much. As you release what no longer aligns with you, your glow changes. Your posture changes. Your energy changes. There's also a quiet internal release happening. It's not dramatic. It's not loud, but it's powerful. You're letting go of old emotional weight, old attachments, old thoughts that no longer fit the person you're becoming. It feels like you're subconsciously making room for something new. And even if your mind doesn't fully understand it, your soul does. Now I need to talk about something from your past. There's a connection that still lingers in your energy. Someone you invested deeply in. You believed in it. You wanted it to work. You gave so much of yourself. And when it didn't work out, it shook you. It wasn't just a breakup. It changed the way you see love. It made you question yourself. It may have made you question your worth. But I'm feeling this clearly. What felt like rejection was actually protection. You might still think about how that person walked away, or didn't choose you, or didn't show up the way you expected. But the truth is, they were not aligned with your energy. Being connected to them was lowering your frequency. You may not have seen it at first, but you felt it. You didn't feel fully like yourself. Your confidence shifted. Your energy felt off. You may have even looked different during that time because of how heavy it felt. They weren't taken from you to hurt you. They were removed to protect you. You were wrong about them, and realizing that hurt deeply. But loving someone who couldn't meet you doesn't make you foolish. It makes you open-hearted. The only mistake would have been staying longer than you were meant to. And now, as you release that energy, you're being restored. You're not meant to look like what you've been through. You're not meant to carry that heaviness into your next chapter. The person you're about to meet feels different. They feel grounded, mature, established, someone who knows what they want, someone who holds a certain presence. And that's why you've been guided to step into your best self again. Not to impress anyone, but to match the energy that's coming toward you. If you've been feeling the urge to level up, to be more consistent, to show up better for yourself, to stop settling, to protect your peace, trust that feeling. It's not random. It's alignment. You are closing a chapter, even if you didn't realize you were. You're clearing space. You're returning to yourself. And you're preparing for something that won't drain you, won't confuse you, won't make you question your worth. This next connection won't require you to shrink. It won't require you to chase. It won't leave you guessing. So keep focusing on yourself. Keep protecting your energy. Keep choosing environments that uplift you. Keep releasing what feels heavy. You're not imagining the shift. Something is aligning for you. And when it finally shows up in your reality, you'll understand why everything before it had to fall away. You may have been doing a good job hiding what you've really been feeling. To the people around you, it looked like you were okay. You kept moving, you kept functioning, you kept showing up. But spiritually, the truth has been loud. The energy around you can see what you've been carrying, what you've been trying to hold together, and what you've been forcing yourself to get through in silence. And the first thing coming through is this: something bigger has been happening in your life. Not random, not just bad luck, not just things falling apart for no reason. It feels like your life has been getting rearranged on purpose. Because whenever something is removed, it's usually because space is being made. So, yes, in the physical world, it may have looked like a breakup. It may have looked like rejection. It may have looked like someone choosing something else. It may have looked like a door closing that you didn't want to close. But spiritually, it reads very differently. It feels like protection. It feels like being redirected. It feels like you were kept away from something that would have drained you, delayed you, or damaged you long term. And I need you to understand this part clearly. Sometimes the rejection is not about your worth. It's about your assignment. It's about where you're going next. It's about what you're being prepared for. And it feels like what's coming next for you is so real, so aligned, and so intentional that the universe had to clear the path first. There's also something about your past that is coming through strongly. Like there was a specific experience you had to go through, a specific connection, a specific event, something that left a mark on you, something that stands out when you look back on your journey. It's almost like that situation became a turning point. And I'm hearing that part couldn't be skipped. Not because you deserved pain, not because you needed to suffer, but because it taught you something you would not have learned any other way. It pushed you into a new level of awareness. It forced you to see patterns. It forced you to face what you were tolerating. It forced you to realize what you truly want and what you will never accept again. And because of that, it led you straight into a divine appointment. That connection, that disappointment, that ending, that shift, it didn't break you. It aligned you. And you will know exactly which person I'm talking about because it's the one connection that still sticks out. The one that changed something in you. The one that made you see love differently. The one that made you grow up emotionally in a way you didn't even realize at the time. Now, something else I'm picking up is this sudden energetic shift you've been feeling. For some of you, it's like one day you woke up and you felt lighter. You felt more confident. You felt more attractive. You felt more like yourself. Even if your life didn't suddenly become perfect, your energy changed. It's like you went from feeling rejected to feeling motivated, from feeling unwanted to feeling ready, from feeling like, why did this happen to me? To feeling like something is coming. And that shift is not in your head. That shift is confirmation. It's the sign that one cycle ended and another one is beginning. It's the sign that the heaviness is lifting. It's the sign that you're no longer meant to sit in the past. It's the sign that the season you were in was temporary and your spirit is now moving forward. And through all of this, it feels like your guides have been very close to you, quietly protecting you, quietly nudging you, quietly pushing you away from what was not good for you and pulling you toward what is meant for you. Now, the next message coming through is clear. The grass wasn't greener. This is important because this message is not just about you. It's about someone connected to you too. If you've been wondering who you're about to cross paths with or who is coming into your life, I'm getting that it's going to shock you. It's going to be unexpected. It's going to catch you off guard. This is someone you know, but you don't know them intimately. So you're aware of them. You've seen them. You may have spoken to them. You may have crossed paths before, but you never explored them deeply. You never got close enough to really know them. You never had a real chance to see what could have been possible. And I keep getting, this is the person you least expect. Not the obvious one. Not the one you've been overthinking. Not the one you've been hoping would change. It feels like someone quiet in the background. Someone you may not have considered seriously at the time. Someone that life kept at a distance for a reason. And the reason is timing. Because what's coming through strongly is that you and this person were sent on separate paths for a while. Almost like life put you both on a detour. And detours usually happen for two reasons. One, the timing wasn't right. Two, both people needed growth first. So yes, there may have been attraction before. There may have been interest before. There may have been a sense of something is there before. But it didn't happen when it could have, because it wasn't meant to happen then. It was meant to happen now when you're different. When they're different. When the lessons have been learned. When you're both more aware. When you're both more ready. This connection has intentional written all over it. Even the delay was intentional. Even the silence was intentional. Even the missed opportunities were intentional. Because it feels like if you had connected too early, it wouldn't have lasted. Or one of you would have damaged it. Or it would have been built on the wrong version of you. So life waited until you both matured into something stronger. Now here's the part that's going to hit you. Both of you share something in common energetically. And it's not just attraction. It's not just timing. It's a shared lesson. I keep hearing, you were wrong. Not in a shameful way. More like, you both believed in something that turned out to be the wrong choice. It feels like you both gave your heart, your energy, your effort, your time to a connection that looked promising. And it backfired. It looked good at first. It seemed like it was going somewhere. It may have even felt final, like this is it. And then it wasn't. And both of you were left with the same realization. That wasn't my person. That wasn't my future. That wasn't what I thought it was. And that kind of lesson changes you. Deeply. It shifts your standards. It shifts your mindset. It shifts what you will and will not accept. It shifts the way you love. It shifts the way you trust. And what's interesting is that both of you seem to be sitting in the same mental and emotional space right now. Without even knowing it, you're both at a point where you've learned your lesson and you're not trying to repeat the past. So when you finally connect, you may be shocked by how much you relate to each other. You may be shocked by how similar the stories are. You may be shocked by how many things match. Relationship history, emotional patterns, family experiences, the kind of love you wanted, the kind of love you thought you had, the kind of love you realized you were settling for. This person is going to blow your mind not because they are perfect, but because they feel familiar in the best way. Like someone who understands you. Like someone who gets it. Like someone who also went through something that humbled them and made them more real. And the biggest message behind all of this is, rejection was protection. The things that didn't work out weren't meant to punish you. They were meant to remove what wasn't aligned. They were meant to clear your path. They were meant to stop you from building a future with the wrong person. Because what's coming now is different. It feels higher. It feels calmer. It feels more stable. It feels like the kind of connection that doesn't have to destroy you to teach you. Now another message coming through is about distance and longing. It feels like someone is counting down the days until they can be close to you. And before you think that sounds dramatic, listen to what I mean. This person has been in a very closed-off phase. Very selective. Very private. Very disciplined. They're not everywhere. They're not entertaining everyone. They're not wasting time. They have a routine. They stick to it. They're focused. They're intentional. And it's almost like they've been in hermit mode, choosing solitude over chaos, choosing growth over distractions, choosing structure over emotional mess. And I'm getting that you may have been doing something similar, maybe in a different way. You've been working on your self-concept, your confidence, your image, your health, your money, your goals, your glow. You've been trying to rebuild yourself from the inside out. Not just look better, but feel better, think better, live better, love better. And it feels like both of you have been preparing at the same time, separately. Two people being shaped in silence. Two people being healed in quiet. Two people learning the same lesson from different angles. And now the energy is shifting because it's like the universe is saying, okay, now. Now you're ready. Now they're ready. Now the timing is right. Now the path is clear. Now the meeting makes sense. And when this happens, the biggest surprise won't just be the person. It will be the ease. It will be how natural it feels. It will be how you don't have to beg for clarity. How you don't have to force communication. How you don't have to chase. How you don't have to over-explain your heart. Because it feels like this connection comes with mutual understanding, mutual respect, mutual maturity. And Divine Feminine, the reason this is so important is because you've been carrying heavy energy for too long in love. This new energy feels like relief, like hope, like a new chapter, like a door opening that you didn't even know was being prepared for you. So, if you've been feeling endings, distance, separation, rejection, or confusion, I want you to remember this. Sometimes the ending is not the end, it's the clearing, it's the protection, it's the setup. And what's coming next is meant to shock you in a good way. Not because it's chaotic, but because it's real, because it's aligned, because it's intentional, and because it's proof that you didn't lose anything that was truly meant for you. You were being redirected to what is. This man is deeply focused right now. His attention is on his career, his finances, and building stability. When we really look at both of your energies, it feels like you're both in a season of preparation. Nothing about this phase is random. You're both being shaped for something serious. He didn't just wish for love and sit back. He prayed for the right partner, and then he got to work. He believes that if you ask God for something, you prepare yourself to receive it. So after praying, he released it, trusted the timing, and started building. That's why his energy feels disciplined, strict, and intentional. The way he prayed was specific, very specific. So when he sees you again, there won't be confusion. He'll know. This is someone confident. When he sets a goal, he moves toward it. Deep down, he always felt reconnecting with you was only a matter of time. He left the when in God's hands. The reason he's been working so hard financially is also because of how he sees you. He views you as high value, graceful, powerful, someone who deserves the best. In his mind, whatever he builds must match that. He may even feel like you require more than what he was used to giving before, and instead of running from that, he decided to level up. Your preparation has looked different. Yours has been emotional, mental, even physical. You've been healing, rebuilding your confidence, changing your self concept. He's been preparing materially. But both of you are preparing at the same time. This connection doesn't feel random. It feels guided, important, intentional. The message coming through strongly is, you're my life partner. It feels like the timing was off before, not the connection. That's why you were separated. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. When you cross paths again, it won't feel ordinary. It will feel aligned, almost shocking in how perfectly it happens. He already asked for a clear sign. Something specific. It could even be something physical, the way you look, something you wear, something that matches exactly what he prayed for. And when he sees it, it will click instantly. This isn't light or casual energy. This is serious. This is someone who asked to align only with their true partner and then prepared for that person. Your life is about to shift. And whatever you experienced before, the confusion, the separation, it feels like protection. You weren't being denied. You were being preserved for something more aligned. This feels chosen, and the confirmation around it feels strong. This message feels very clear and personal. If this is about you, you'll know because it connects to your past and everything you've had to overcome. You're stepping into a powerful new chapter, and the person connected to you has been preparing too. What may surprise you is that this isn't a stranger. This is someone who has been around you for a long time, maybe someone you see in passing or someone from your past. The connection was always there, but the timing wasn't right. Both of you have been through heartbreak and deep lessons. Those experiences shaped you and prepared you for something real and lasting. He has always felt something special about you, even if he couldn't express it before. You both have been healing quietly, building your lives in private. And when the moment comes, everything will suddenly make sense. It will click. Right now, you may feel guided to improve yourself, go certain places, or trust your intuition more. That's because you're aligning with someone important. He isn't just thinking emotionally, he's preparing to offer something stable and serious. This connection feels strong, calm, and meant to last. It was always there. The timing just had to be right.